Hi, this is Headley from We Cut Foam. Today I will be showing you how to cut foam on an angle, or commonly known as chamfer as well. So I'm going to do two different types of cuts. I'm going to do one where I break an edge, and this just helps to give the cushion a bit more of a rounded look, quite common in sofa cushions, that type of thing. And then I'm also going to do a full chamfered edge, the whole thickness of the foam, and that's more common when you've got a boat which is on an angle, maybe the front of a hull. So you've got a smaller kind of surface area on the bottom and then a bigger area on the top because of the way the boat's kind of arched. So what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to do the breaking of an edge. So you can take a pen, any type of pen. I've got a black marker pen, obviously a lot easier, it just marks on the foam a lot easier. You can do it freehand if you're doing round a template, or if you're doing a straight line. Just for the purposes of the video, I'm going to do a straight line. So obviously it's completely up to you what kind of break you're doing. You can do 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, inch break, completely up to you and the look that you're going for. I'm just going to do it freehand for the purposes of this video. So I'm going to run my marker along here nicely, just making sure that I can be able to view it. And then obviously similar amount on this side. I'm just going to spin it around because it will be easier to drag the pen backwards than it will be trying to push it forward through the foam. So just draw again similar kind of line. There we go. I'm only doing a small little break, but that's what it looks like. You can obviously do it freehand, but it is, in my opinion, worth drawing it out just because it's easier to follow something guidelines wise. Today I will be using an actual proper electric foam cutter, but you can use a bread knife or an electric bread cutter or anything sharp that has a blade. Obviously be careful with that. Normally we just spray a bit of silicone on the blade just to make sure that it runs through the foam nicely. So I'm just going to do that quickly. Okay, that's enough. I mean, I already pre-sprayed it anyway. But yeah, so then take your knife. So if you've got a bread knife, you're just slowly cutting along. If you've got an electric bread knife, you'd be doing a similar thing to me using this one here. So obviously make sure that you're not going to cut into anything, and everyone's out of harm's way. You know, safety first always with this type of thing. So basically you want to line it up. I'm going to just start going. You're probably not going to be able to hear me while it's on. And just go really slowly, carefully, obviously trying to keep this line here and that line there, and just try and keep consistent. It is very hard to do, so just go slowly, because keeping the angle and holding something heavy like this is actually quite a difficult skill. So yeah, just run it along and just try and keep it looking at both these lines and just running it along as best you can. So. There we go. So that's that edge broken. Not sure if you can see on that angle, but obviously that's taken off there nicely. So yeah, you can see that. Now the next thing I'm going to show is the chamfered for a boat hull. I mean, there's obviously other applications where you might want a full wedge on your cushion if you've got like a tilted back or something like that. So if it is for a boat hull, what I would recommend doing is, first of all, taking a template of the lower part of the cushion where it wants to be, and then taking a template of the upper part and drawing that out. So let's take, for instance, this one. They can be shaped, but we're just going to go and work in straight lines just for the ease of the video. So first of all, I would cut it to the shape of the bigger top part of the foam. So pretend this bit is already cut like that. And then I would go around to the other side, so say this is the top bit. I would go around and then mark out how much of a chamfer you wanted. So obviously based on how steep it is and how the size of that lower template. So I'm just going to draw on here, I don't know, I'm just probably about 2 inches cutting off here. Yeah, maybe slightly less, maybe 1 1.75 inches. So again, it's always best to mark it out. So here we go, here's my black pen. Just run that over again, just to make it nice and clear. Again, this type of thing, you can either use a bread knife, an electric bread knife, even a Stanley knife if it's long enough. Any sharp blade. Foam is actually really easy to cut, it cuts through really easily. Any sharp blade that's obviously a long enough blade to be able to go through the whole length of the foam. So this type of thing, I would then also, so if you try and cut it perfectly on a wafer, the foam just doesn't really go there, it's just almost like it's non-existent. So you want to leave like a small lip on the top, because foam it compresses, so it's worth just leaving a little lip on the top. So obviously this is the top bit that we would have pre-cut to the shape of the outer template. So I'm just going to draw that on just to, again, make things a little bit easier for myself. I'm just going to turn it around this way so that I can pull the thing back. So again, just a small lip, just to make things a bit easier for yourself, and just gives that foam a better look on the top surface of the foam. So yeah, just going to run this through again. There we go. Right, so basically what I'll be doing then is obviously I've already cut this foam for the previous part of the video, but we're taking this as the angle that we'll be cutting. So this is the lower part of the template. So the camera cut out, we ran out of battery, so we're going to go back to the video. So I've drawn the 2 lines and now I'm going to cut it out. So again, make sure you're not going to cut into anything, everything's clear where you're cutting. If you're using a bread knife, you want to be doing slow actions, obviously following these 2 lines. If you're using an electric bread knife, you want to be doing something similar to this. So just work out what's most comfortable, what's going to give you the easiest cutting angle for the job. Try not to hold the foam here because the risk of cutting yourself from there. So I'm just going to take this now, go nice and slowly. As I said before, it is very hard to follow the 2 lines exactly, so just take it slow and do as best job as you can. Yeah, so I'm just going to get into it. There we go. So that one's cut off. As you can see, pretty much followed that line all the way along there and taken it there. And if you look at the camera, you'll see that I've taken that angle. So now if it is on a bow or you've got an angled seat, obviously you've got that nice smooth edge from the top of the template where you previously cut it. And you've got this little lip here, and then you've obviously got the chamfered to fit the hull of the bow or whatever it is you're cutting. If you want any more information, we've obviously got the YouTube channel, you can check out other little tips and tricks. We've got our website, wecutfoam.co.uk. So if you have any questions, get in contact via email or give us a call. Many thanks.